right, everyone. Chill.
I'm just chilling.
Brother, just chillin'.
Just chillin'.
Let's just chill.
Just chillin'.
If my words could move you effective, to grant access and insight to perspective, I would give you my soul's eye to hold, if only to show you a way to get out the cold.
Great evening to you all. 'Tis I, Jus Henry, the original, the one, the only, mainly because I chose to be my own particular way. My ninja code, if you will. Cheers to the geeks in the room. But nonetheless, we are here. It is a grand evening. We're going to introduce our guest in a moment. But per our use, what we're going to do is, you know what? Let's see. Where are we going to go first? Let's do, you know what? Return of the Mac. Mac Morrison. Let's do it.
Nice.
And we just chilling. Stay tuned.
Just chillin'.
don't have to tell you that I'm in that. I'm just Henry. And on we go. I am so glad that we're having this show today.
Yeah.
First off, of course, we are here at compliments of Flow Ohio Radio and what is it? Who do we work for again? Work with?
Spreaker, I guess.
Spreaker.
Through
I keep
Spreaker.
forgetting their names.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
I
Shout out
keep
to
forgetting their
iHeart.
name.
Shout out to iTunes. Shout out to Google.
Yeah.
Deezer,
Thanks.
and all those other ones.
You got it, Coach. See? That's why you're here, sir.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, El Capitan, Sergio from Flow Ohio Radio. Thank you very much for your accurate assistance. Okay, you know I promised myself that anyway. This is Just Chilling with Just Henry. So glad you guys joined us. I'm proud and happy to introduce to some, present to others, my brother, Raheim. You already know. I step up to the mic. Step up to the mic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They got to be able to hear the vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Slide the whole thing if you want to. It moves.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh.
See, you mobile.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Bet.
Gucci. Yay. So, what's happening?
What's up, brother?
I already know, man. Just chilling. Man, we just here on the show, man. I'm glad you came through. This is actually no point or reason other than the fact that you're my brother. So I think this is going to be great.
All right.
I think it's important people know that I got great people in my life. You know what I'm saying? And so, what we normally do, all you got to do is just chill. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, you see it.
Hey, man.
You see it.
You rock it with the, what is it, the sour worms?
They all right.
The King Henry joints, a.k.a.
Henry.
the Bodega joints,
The King Henry.
they little-
a.k.a. the corner store gummies.
Oh, my.
I don't know, bro. Public's still better. My opinion, though.
You got to try the regular joints. The sour ones, it's just a different. But the regular gummies, I'm telling you, I don't know, man.
All right. I'll take your word for
They
it.
stole my heart.
Anybody notice how Serge's
I'm a gummy connoisseur.
his accent came out just like he went real New York just now. That was real dope. Nah, man, bodega.
The
You know what I
Bodega
mean?
joints.
Hey, yo, son, yo, B.
Yo, son, go get them
Go
Bodega
get them joints from the bodega. I can't speak New York well. I have to go up top and hang and chill. For a character. I'm gonna play a New Yorker. Yes.
So
Yes,
you're
in
the
the
guy
theater.
from Uptown.
Yes, if you will.
You got an Uptown accent.
Not yet. I had a bite on something local, a movie locally, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But we shall see. Lord knows. It would be fun.
I'm gonna do a movie eventually.
Well, yeah.
Once I get the photography thing locked in, then I'm gonna start doing music videos and then a movie eventually.
It's over for you, man.
Yeah, like I want to get. That's the one thing that I love to do is like do the directing and the movie thing. I just ain't done it yet.
There it is.
So
So who's gonna do the scripting thing? Like,
I'll
who's
write
gonna it?
I already got the whole thing written.
Well, my sister writes, so I'm gonna throw her name in the bucket.
Yeah,
later.
let's do it. Let's do it.
So, as it is March 11th, here are the announcements. I'm just teasing. It is Johnny Appleseed Day. I think we had a discussion about proper edible apples. I think the consensus was actually joining all together, saying that the actual apples that are between sour apples and the really red apples are pretty much the best because it's the best of both worlds
I
type
kind
of
of like
thing.
the green joint.
You like green?
I like the green apples.
Ooh,
I don't know why. I just don't like.
I like
it.
the green too.
Different. You like green?
I like the green too.
Especially when they're nice and cold and fresh out the thing, and they
Right.
get that crisp.
Crisp. There it is.
Yeah, nice type of sour. Oh,
Right. Okay. See, that's why I like the ones that are just a little bit red too, because it's not as sour, not as
Yeah.
tart, if you will. But nonetheless, we move on. It is Key Deer Awareness Day. All right,
Key deer.
Just Henry. What is Key Deer Awareness Day? Glad you asked. You too. It's an endangered deer that actually lives in the Florida Keys.
Ah.
Get it? Key deer. It is a subspecies of the white-tailed deer. It is the smallest North American deer. It's actually got furry-looking little antlers.
Really?
Yeah. Florida Keys. I wonder how many of
I
those.
always thought Florida Keys was islands, but like no trees.
But see, no, they got palm trees and stuff. But I think they were man placed.
I'm like, where's the deer gonna go?
Well, they got shrubs and stuff. That's why they got to be short. They're small.
Yeah, they adapted to their environment.
They just kept going south. They were like, oh man, these guys are huge. Let's keep going south. But yeah, man. But actually, I was wondering why when I went to the Keys the one time that I saw, a sign that actually said, be careful for the deer. Like, how they have this sign. Like, I'm used to that in the Appalachian Mountains and North Florida, Georgia, North Carolina area. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, on the way to the Keys, I'm thinking I'm looking for an alligator sign. That's a deer. Beware of deer. Nonetheless, Key Deer Awareness Day. National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day.
I mean, you got 365.
Hey, they need love too. All right?
Imagine having that job.
Dude, they get paid though.
Yeah.
They get paid.
Who wants to
bro.
deal with dead bodies all day?
The ones that want that money, bro.
Yeah. They make
Every
a grip.
person that I've ever seen in that industry loves bread. I don't love money.
It's
that
actually
much.
probably a pretty good one to get into.
If
There's always
No, I
job
can't do that.
That's
security.
something to think about, though.
yeah, no, there's always people dying, right?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Horrible. Très horrible.
Just hire up a makeup artist, you're straight.
Wow. You could just do it yourself. It's called YouTube.
I ain't touching that.
Like a makeup tutorial
I
for a
ain't
dead
touching
body.
I'll move it. I ain't touching it.
I'm checking it right now, as a matter
You'll
of fact.
move it, but won't touch it.
I'm checking if there's YouTube tutorials for dead bodies.
Right. No, man, I can't. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. National Proposal Day. Not what you think initially, though.
That's not getting it.
Ain't getting on one knee type thing. We ain't. I'm not gonna give that much grandeur and celebration for getting on one knee. Right
There
now.
really is a channel.
No, I'm gonna hold off on
I
that.
bet.
A channel for which one? What do you got?
Ask a Mortician is the name of it.
See, that
Mortuary makeup for difficult bodies.
No, I'm serious. It's easy now. Everybody's got a niche. Anyway, National Proposal Day is geared towards high schoolers. Created by Men's Warehouse in 2016 as certified proposal enthusiasts to commemorate the act of asking your boo to prom in a super elaborate way. Originally invented in 2001, actually, they say to celebrate by watching proposal compilations. Yeah, that you can celebrate by watching proposal compilations. Find your old dress or tux and think of a different elaborate proposal for your new boo, wife, husband, significant other, so on, so forth, la-di-da, etc., etc. No? Yes? No? I don't like it.
I'm watching YouTube.
Nah, man, I'm
I'm sorry.
I've
been
you're
here
over
now
there on
looking at
YouTube.
mortician makeup.
This is just like, okay, so was it last week with you in Urban Dictionary?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my
Scrolling.
goodness. So, ladies and gentlemen, also in the building we got the fantastic Dre D. Bruh, you should have seen.
Hello.
Thank
I
you.
say, it's good to be here with you, just chilling. Oh,
That is what they say, sir. That is what they say. No, I'm just saying, your man's right here was going loose, going rampant on Urban Dictionary with his name alone, bro.
Yeah. Because my name doesn't actually have an origin or a definition.
That's why he has like.
Because we were looking up the definitions of our name.
Everybody's name.
My name don't have anything. So I said, well, you know what? Urban Dictionary is pretty good at giving names. So I got about 75 definitions.
Of his name.
All of them
now.
are great.
I love it.
Very elaborate too. Like
Yeah.
they're in depth.
I love it.
But the funny thing is, they hit on a lot of my characteristic traits, and I'm like, that's kind of weird.
That your name helped define your soul.
Yeah.
It's like, I think you chose your character.
Yeah, they really got like, this is a real dead body.
That's crazy. Not even a mannequin. Like a
No, it's definitely real.
wow.
I mean, of course they'll be able to show
Well,
you.
you need to know the contrast of the.
Well,
skin
they're doing the
tones.
hair. Look, they're it's
No,
like
I'm
they're at a
straight.
salon.
I'm good.
It's like she's at a salon.
I'm good. That is not
That look like an
NCIS,
alien,
bro.
That look like an alien just now.
Bro, with a face, you definitely got to respect her and cover her face.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh, they put fake teeth in. All right, let me stop watching this.
You all over there, boy. So that does add to the cost now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We had to get dental work done.
Gotta get the dental work.
You don't want the four fronts gone. It's over. Especially if you're trying to have her smiling.
I'm gonna watch that later.
I don't know. Too much. Too soon. Back to it. National Worship of Tools Day. Not people that are tools. We're talking about your tools.
I
Like
want you to
your-
worship them.
Well, I think it's a ridiculous term to add in there. You're right. Worship your tools. Next. Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day. Ooh.
That doesn't sound good.
Oatmeal Nut Waffles?
Oatmeal nut? Nah. I just like your standard
sus.
buttermilk waffles.
Sus.
Maybe with some chocolate chips.
Hey, no argument there.
Yeah.
He's on to something.
You guys like regular waffles, or are you a Belgian waffle person?
I'm a pancake kind of
You're a
guy. If it's
pancake
gonna
guy?
be that, if we're going in that arena, I really am not head over heels over waffles.
Yeah.
Like I go to Waffle House and I get an egg sandwich. And
I
I'm
kind of like it because they got the. It's like eating a pancake, except it's got crispy. It's got a little crisp to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean I've had waffles. It's just nah, you know.
and it's got
What
pockets.
I want,
pockets.
what I
syrup pockets.
do want to endeavor into, which I saw at the Strawberry Festival, was a chicken and waffle sandwich.
Ooh, I had one at GMF.
I wanted to see what toppings they would put on the chicken to go with waffle. Is it the syrup
Yeah,
and butter, like I do my normal pancakes?
yeah. They
Yeah, of
season
course,
the
it's fried
chicken.
chicken. It's fried chicken, so it's like
Good. Yeah,
good. And I'm talking about like, you ever seen Ratatouille?
yeah.
You know how like the certain designs happen for each flavor that he was talking about? So I got fried chicken going off over here, right? Because I've had some great fried chicken.
Yeah.
I've even had some mediocre fried chicken and still be
Oh,
satisfied.
you gotta have my fried chicken. It's all about the breading, bro.
Well,
My breading is crazy.
You get it together, we'll get a food truck,
Yeah.
bro. What's
No,
up?
I already got that. I'm working on that too.
I need two
Matter
of
of
them.
fact, shout out to that guy because I'm all right, bro. I got that coming too.
Man, we need to get
Bro,
out
I got
there.
like 17 income streams.
No, that's called a corporation. In case you know what to ask LegalZoom for.
We have some food.
Nonetheless, I forgot where I was going. with my
Waffles.
point.
You were talking about the toppings that
Yeah.
they put on
Okay.
the waffles.
So Ratatouille. Thanks.
yeah,
Fried chicken going off, but then I have waffles going off. But me with my waffles, I really like eggs to go with my waffles, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing that comes to my mind, just like with a burger, I could put an egg on that thing, right? Ooh, with some syrup,
but a chicken sandwich with eggs,
bruh. Then
bacon. Yes,
I was just going to say bacon. I love it. Idea.
you can't have eggs without bacon.
Never.
You can't.
Never.
Bro, what would you call that sandwich, bro?
The breakfast deluxe.
Actually, I used to get something from Arby's in the morning. with the Frisco bread, and it had the egg, and I used the chicken as a substitute for the
Arby's
breakfast
got
meat.
breakfast?
Oh, so you did it on your own.
What?
And I put the chicken for the substitute meat, and it was like chicken, eggs, cheese, bacon with the Frisco bread.
Ooh, that's good.
Wow.
I didn't know they had breakfast.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I just put your own game.
That was a good game.
I'm getting hungry.
I've been hungry. Like, I came here hungry. I'm searching for success. I'm hungry for it. Right?
Facts.
Was that aggressive enough for you? Are you not entertained? Is that what they do? I don't know.
Tonight on Fox.
Nice.
The chicken waffle sandwich. They're on a quest for the elusive chicken waffle sandwich with egg on top.
And we're having a contest. Name that sandwich. And then you can take a half-court shot for a new car.
There we go.
That would be probably just like a model car and just
It would be huge.
relative. Right. But you gotta do like the Hispanic lady, huge. But then here's why funny.
He knows what he's doing.
Yo, we gotta talk about this real quick, right? Because
I love that guy.
I have a little pet peeve about the whole series of that trend or that saying, call sign, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He killed it. Everybody else killed it. The Hispanic lady came in and changed it, right?
Yeah, she did.
So my thing is it cultural appropriation that they've continued to mispronounce huge?
No, they do it because it's catchy.
I wanted to just ask the question because cultural appropriation fit so precisely.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
When is a cultural appropriation day?
Dude, where did I find that? Oh, we had a story last week about cultural appropriation, didn't we? Didn't we talk about the girl at the college where she was complaining about there was too many white people in the
the
cultural
common,
center
the common area.
at University of Virginia?
Yeah.
I was like, girl, get out of here, man. And then people are like, oh, she's so, affluent and she's so Afrocentric. No, she's belligerent and disgusting. Like, no, pardon my French. I'm sorry. That
I
was
saw
not
something
nice.
on Twitter
What's that?
where this Asian guy was proposing to this Caucasian girl in like a HBU type setting,
Oh.
and homeboy was doing this and all of that, and
Oh,
it was
like
like
the steps.
all of that, and they were the only two. You feel me? It's an HBU college. You feel me? So
What's going on? But nonetheless, that's the beauty of having this. What is it? Melting pot of people and cultures. But you should be able to gumbo. You should be able to enjoy other cultures, all the flavors. That's why I really think that sandwich is gonna fly, bro. With the chicken and the bacon, gotta have cheese, bro, and it's gotta be greasy. Sorry,
I just
oh,
peeped.
we'll use what kind of oil is really light and not really fatty, quote unquote. I don't know, like maybe was it sunflower oil? I heard
Peanut.
oil, but see, there's a lot of people with peanut allergies, so
Yeah.
therefore, I may not be able to do that and be
You get air fryer.
That's what I do. I air fry.
Bruh, why did you just see? That's why I brought my brother, y'all.
I air fry.
Y'all see that?
That's why it smells like steak in the studio.
Br-
I don't know if you guys caught that when you came in. It smells like steak.
I smelled different
Yeah,
than normal.
I fried up a steak last night in the air fryer.
That's actually pretty awesome. It lingered awesomely.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Pleasant to remember. I bet a woman walking in and be
I
like,
knew I
why
smelled
does it
something. I
smell
thought
like
it was
a
like
kitchen?
I thought it was like an essence.
And
So
that was
I'm
The
like,
last
guys are
night.
like,
That was last night at like 9:30.
that's funny.
now I know what it is.
Right.
We throwing down in here.
Oh, let's see. We got, okay. Registered dick, excuse me.
Wow.
Hold on.
I'm out. Ding dong.
See you later, everyone.
See you later.
You know what's here's the funny joke. Here's the funny joke, right?
You can only get it at
Pardon me.
Dick's.
Pardon me. So sorry. Chillers and chillettes, you know me, man. I ain't for no flu bar. My bus.
I was gonna say.
What had happened was, right? It's registered dietitian day, right? But my handwriting, okay, was the issue as soon as I wrote it. And what's funny is I mispronounced it in my brain. When I wrote it. And now, guess what happened? I spoke it like a Jack Russell. Anyway, World Plumbing Day. Yesterday, watching Home in, what is it, HGTV? Love that show. I'll bring up something else that's happening. But I was watching these, it's in Mississippi or something? Or Memphis, Tennessee, whatever. Where this husband and wife, they reno houses, blah, blah, blah. They brought in plumbers that were women. Like the mom and the daughter, no men, except the guy that run the show, plumbing. I'm talking about laying pipe. Take that one in. But nonetheless, I thought it was quite interesting because they were like precise. They were, they knew this, they did that, got it. I just want to see them with the big jobs, or I don't know, man. And when the the poop hits the fan, I want to see what happens. That'd be bad. That went too far. Sorry, guys. We're back. Chillers and chillettes. This is this is Just Chillin' with Just Henry.
Just chillin'.
I'm laughing at how far I took that just now. I'm so sorry. That was so nasty. I have no idea. Like, I couldn't even recuperate much. So I'm going to rely on this music. Let's go. Long Song Away by Kevin Ross. Let's go there.
It's a Long Song Away by Kevin Ross.
Yeah. We forgot it. Do we have it?
Yep.
We got it.
We got it.
And then just want to let you guys know, we just chilling. Yeah. Let's do this.
Just chillin'.
Always got somewhere to go. Your life is filled with revolving doors. It's not a race when it comes to love. This is me that you're running from. City girls want it all, but they never can wait. Not so fast, you could lose control. I know we live in the now, but we can set our own pace. Take my hand, and we can slow dance to the radio. 'Cause forever's a long, it's a long song away. It's a long song away. Forever's a long, it's a long song away. So won't you please, please let the record play. Just let the record play. You think that life's gonna pass you by. And you fear that there's just not enough time. you stress something that's out of your control? Control. Oh. Close your eyes and dream will never grow. Oh. City girls want it all, but they never can wait. Not so fast, you could lose control. I know we live in the now, but we can set our own pace. Take my hand, and we can slow dance to the radio. 'Cause forever's a long, it's a long song away. It's a long song away. Forever's a long, it's a long song away. So won't you please, please let the record play. Just let the record play. Don't turn that down. Be patient with love. Yeah. So let's keep this in rotation. Never let it fade. Never let it go. 'Cause forever's a long, it's a long song away. It's a long song away. Forever's a long, it's a long song away. So won't you please, please let the record play. Just let the record play.
Just chillin'. Just chillin'. Just chillin'.
On with the news. Harvey Weinstein sentenced to 23 years for sexual assaults.
Here we go.
When asked about Jennifer Aniston and whether or not he harassed her, he responded that Jennifer Aniston should be killed.
Nah, he really said that?
Now,
So it was
the
trash.
thing is also you got to remember he's trying to be, I'll say chauvinistic, you know, but and express himself jovially, like, you know, like shooting the breeze in the locker room with the fellas, blah blah blah.
He said she should
But-
be
So
killed.
he said that her stuff was trash, basically.
I think that might be the underlying tone. I didn't go there, but
Right.
I believe it.
that's an outstanding observation, sir. I just don't. I have no argument at all. I just had to bring it up. I saw it. I said, you know what? Let's bring it in. And it's amazing to see this man crawl in
Bruh,
and
the
out.
nigga's about to die in that bit. Bruh.
He
He lived his life,
That's
nigga.
just an act.
He lived his life.
That's just like all of a sudden when you accuse yourself, I can't walk, I can't comb my hair.
I thought it was convenient,
Look how he looking. Look how he look.
bruh.
Can you take this Niagara?
Not a, and as soon as the conviction happened before the sentencing, he went immediately into the hospital.
Yeah.
He had a walker and all this. Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna say that his what's wrong with him is not real. I'm gonna try.
I say it ain't real. I say it ain't real.
I'm gonna
doesn't
try to
have
remain,
any
you know, as
You gotta give him the benefit of the doubt.
it's extreme benefit.
benefiting them
of
panties.
it. They
Benefiting them panties.
right. Man. Oh man. Hit me, brother, hit me. Russian President Vladimir Putin's bid to stay in office until 2036 quickly was backed by lawmakers, perhaps for life. Oh, this is going back to that monarchy type dictatorship, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
On goes his legacy, and my children, and my children's children, or should I say, and my children's children. Was that better? Was it close?
It's my children.
I don't know how to speak Russian.
You do not speak
But nonetheless,
Russian. Russian speaks you.
It does, right?
Just watch a lot of Bond movies. You'll get it.
Right.
Bond, James Bond.
Always going through Russia. Everything happening with Russia.
It's strong like bull.
Like bull, yes. I really got nothing on that, man. Hit me.
You just call it vote. It makes her president again.
Iran temporarily releases 70,000 prisoners as coronavirus cases
Temporarily.
Wow.
What? They're going to come back?
surge. Bruh,
Prisoners
they
back. All right.
are
Let me go back.
petrified of the, what is it, petri dish type conditions that some of their locations may possibly have. No, probably assuredly has. And so, on goes the mass exodus and relocation, if you will.
Like, we trust you to come back.
And what's it quarantine. Everybody must go through that. What is it? 2 weeks incubation?
Yeah,
period?
Yes, 14
2
days.
weeks.
Yeah, man. 14 days.
2 weeks. Sound like that. What was that? What movie that came from? 2 weeks.
I don't remember.
Oh, I know you know.
I don't.
Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
2 weeks.
Nice. Well, here's the issue, though. I even heard in New York they possibly are closing like pretty much a lot. I don't know exactly the number of schools and public gatherings and public locations where people gather and so forth. Like, oh no, we don't want that stress. Yep, that actually is news. I saw that today as well. I was watching a podcast and some.
What was the news that you seen, Jess Henry?
Well, I actually was going to bring it up, my good sir. It was actually the USF is beginning to transition all classes to remote instruction for at least 2 weeks following the spring break. So let's get rid of you. Give us an extra time outside of the 2-week incubation period, and we'll start all over again and figure this thing out.
And they're also saying Rolling Loud is in question.
Oh, yeah, because it's in Miami. No, wait. That's the
I'm
one.
sick.
Are they doing one in Cali?
No,
Are they talking
this
about
one's in Miami.
the one in Miami?
Also, too, breaking news: Sierra has canceled some of her sold-out shows because she's pregnant, and the doctor says it's not good. It's
Yeah.
not good.
True.
And also, the Beaver, Justin Bieber, is canceling concerts too because of the. I don't know the fisherman. It was C110
COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19.
There it is.
And
like how
did
put
you
that
hear
together.
about the? They just announced it today. The March Madness. They're gonna have no fans.
Yes, that actually was. They said at first it was given mixed reviews, but most of the players now are on the bandwagon, saying, "You know what? It'll still be competitive, but we'll be able to broadcast
It's
it.
not
You know,
the
it'll be
same,
on.
though.
It'll be on TV.
It's not
That
the same.
energy that the crowd provides.
Oh
is
yeah,
That's
also
bro,
true.
that's why it's
The-
March
the-
Madness, bro.
Right. There
game
won't be
shows,
much madness.
Also, too, the game shows.
It'll just be March.
No
there's
live
no
audience.
audience.
No live audience. That's gonna be nuts.
But
it
that's
crazy?
where you receive your energy from.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
It's a game changer for everything. It's gonna. What they say, the threat of martial law, where everybody has to be in certain time, and
Right.
they're just like, oh no, don't let that be the reason.
All cause the dirtiest ones won't watch they.
Straight up, like all of this is boiled down to how nasty people can be. Now, especially if you go back to wet markets in Asia
Right.
and around the world, But wet markets in Asia, they did not have anybody going around checking them. Yo, you got everything's out here too long. Come on now. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. This on this. This is wrong.
Boy, dirty.
You know, but it's not. Of course, there's nobody to hold them accountable.
Right,
so therefore, guess what? We got issues. There's new diseases. The disease that was in that fish that made it with this fish, then had the new fish that came and got caught, and now that fish has hit air, and now it's a whole new thing.
Now it's a Florida deer.
Hey,
No.
hey man.
Yo, they said it started at Lindsay
TB.
Pinecrest.
They
No,
say,
for real. Like they get in depth to it, talking about this lady. She came from Italy,
yeah,
and her and her
Italy,
sister
yeah.
caught it.
Italy's on lockdown.
That happened in Lithia Pinecrest, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Right around the corner, huh?
And I bet you can get airline
That's Brandon.
tickets for cheap right now.
Cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
yeah.
Cheap.
Round trip to Cleveland's $120.
Wow.
They're saying the round trip from Miami is $67.
And the round trip for from here to Georgia is $140.
Wow.
That ain't bad.
They are just paying
Round trip.
They are just paying the crew at that point.
Yeah.
You're not making any money. Wow. But see,
What?
look how something just like this,
Changed everything.
everything.
But you always know that something like that always happened before a big election, a presidential election.
Facts.
Every
like
time.
clockwork.
Facts.
Every
Like
time.
clockwork.
Oh, let's release this right now. It's getting close to the election.
Or let's shut it down a little bit better than we did. Like, I don't know. I think the reaction and people not taking it serious kind of added to it. Because even people that suspected that they may have had it or is in contact with this, in contact with that, would have been better off as in just washing your hands, keeping yourself clean, taking care of your hygiene, taking care of your nutrition, and actually working out. It's true. You got to get your body ready to fight. They even have a politician that put himself in quarantine because he shook the hand of somebody else that had coronavirus. That
Yeah,
was
no,
found
they
out
said he
later.
was in the same room with the
Yeah.
president and the vice president.
Right. And so it's just like, what?
And then most of the presidential, I'm not gonna get on political. But most of the political, presidential that are running, they're over 70.
Yeah. So therefore, they cannot come in contact with this. Cannot.
They touch
So
it, they go.
the old days of shaking hands and kissing babies.
No, we're gonna be blowing kisses like this, shooting up deuces.
Hey, do the LL Cool J.
Right. That's all you get. That's hilarious. Oh man, a lot's changing, man.
Yeah, for real.
Everything is changing. But I like it though, because it's kind of giving people a reason to be more cautious. It's like forcing people to kind of, okay, maybe I do need to wash my hands.
So
instead
they
of
come
being
over here and
disgusting all
start
the
locking
time.
us down, and we can't leave the house because that's what they're
It's
doing in
about to
Italy.
happen.
They're doing it in New York
Yeah,
already.
they definitely doing it
What's
in Italy.
going?
They already got it. New Rochelle over there in Jersey.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So they got a whole town quarantined.
Quarantine.
And they
then
talking
ne-
about doing it in San Fran too. They're calling it involuntary
Yeah.
quarantine.
Yeah.
Instead
you,
of mandatory.
You can't go anywhere.
And next month we have WrestleMania. So and that's people from all over.
Yeah,
Right.
No, that's getting canceled.
And that's going to be here
No,
too.
that's a lot of money.
That's a whole heap
That's
of
a
money.
whole heap of money.
That's
man.
a lot of money. Because especially how many people, the dude at my job today was talking about his tickets. He got 12 tickets, not in any kind of nosebleed seats. He said he himself spent over $3,000 for tickets to this show.
I want to go.
See, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Even the
It's a
WrestleMania
show.
is worth it.
It's a show. How long is
Electricity.
it? Like 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the after parties, but there are other events that are going
Correct.
on.
Before,
Yeah.
right? They what was it? I forgot what they said it was. Like signings and all that interaction.
Sasha Banks, the boss.
I want to get into that, man. Just the announcing.
My show's gonna be into that.
Get it in, man. Get it in. Straight D, holding it down.
Yes, sir.
Flow Ohio style. So what we gonna do is, you know what? Before I continue with what fantastic news that I love to give, let's listen to some more music. Let's do that. How about that? So what we gonna do? Let's do. Why does that always show up? You know what? Sweet VA Breeze by Dram. Sweet VA Breeze by Dram. And on the March 11th, 2020, it is 8:49 p.m. Have you checked in with who you love? I'm just saying. We just chilling.
Oh, first time we came in together. Could be the one.
Feeling cooler than the April breeze. Let's go blow like the summer leaves. Girl, I'm just hanging around. And I'll come back down when you choose to come visit me now. The crazy thing about my treehouse, it always be bugging me out. It's all of the beautiful sound that keeps my mouth quiet, cause the ambience is so loud. One glad morning, I'll be waiting with my lighter ablaze. Till that evening, you come over and let me take you away. Yeah.
Hanging out in the pump house, singing songs to the trees.
Long up in the city, wrote that sweet Virginia breeze.
Girl, it's looking so nice out. Thinking maybe we can step out, give all the city a stroll, and we can talk about the places where we want to go. Cause baby, I got big dreams of Hollywood and the movie screen, and millions of fans all for me, with cars passing by and me hearing them play my CD. One glad morning, you'll be waiting with your lighter ablaze. Till that evening, I come over and let you take me away. Fuck a bed, let's get so high that it gets on to the moon. To the moon, babe. When we get back to daylight, we can just get high more. Get high more, babe. All I wish is you'll still be here when I get off tour. Still be out the way when I get back here, babe. When I get back, we'll get higher than never before. Real love, feel love, taste love, smoke love. Real love, feel love, taste love, smoke love, smoke love. Real love, feel love, taste love, smoke love. Real love, feel love, feel love, taste love, taste love.
Yes. Dram. Sweet VA Breeze. Y'all know what it is. Sweet VA Breeze. And we're back. We're just chilling with Just Henry.
Just chillin'.
Flow Ohio Radio. El Capitan. And me brethren, them. Raheim. Thank you for coming through, brush.
Yes, sir.
So, now that we've gotten the We might come back to some local news or some news maybe later, But right now, one of my favorite things in the world, pretty much next to my family, music. Okay, my God, my family, my music is my fights. Okay, so UFC and pretty much every other fighting organization, pretty much on my top list right now. Okay, I love them. I love it. 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 And this weekend just passed. We actually I had a great time. All right. What happened was, you good? So what happened was UFC 248. Did you get to see any of it?
Nope.
Stanger, did you get to see any of it?
Nah, I was at GMF. Then I went to the Boston George thing.
Well, then I'm assuming you had a great time.
Absolutely.
Okay, marvelous. But back to UFC 248. We got results. And then we're going to talk about a few things from the actual event. Because I love it. Anyway, early prelims, we had a bantamweight fight. Dana Batgarel defeated Guido Canetti. With a KO. Round 1. 3 minutes and 1 second into the round. Featherweight Giga Chikadze defeated Jamal Emmers in a decision. Prelim middleweight bout, we got Rodolfo Vieira defeated Saparbek Safarov with a submission in round 1 with 2 minutes and 58 seconds into round 1. Lightweight bout, we got Mark Madsen defeated Austin Hubbard with a decision, round 3. We got bantamweight round. We got Sean O'Malley with a TKO in the first round, 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. Now, he defeated Jose Alberto Quinones. Now, we're going to stop here. Now, this dude right here, Sean O'Malley, they gauge him to an early Conor McGregor.
Okay.
With a little more agility and the fact that he has longer limbs than McGregor. He has a monster rubber guard. What's that?
Has that been proven?
Yeah.
Because Conor got long reach.
But Conor's reach is not long as this dude, because he's taller than McGregor, and he got reach.
Okay.
And he got style. And he got that rubber guard, which is his go-to usually, which is pretty cool. Because even when he's in a defensive position on his back, he can actually still put you in a submission, make you tap, and all that. So it's kind of interesting to see how that's going to play out. Because I forgot who they're going to try and get him back in the ring soon. Because he's dynamic and he's a draw. And he has continued his unblemished record. So it's pretty dope. Sean O'Malley. Y'all check him out. He's actually pretty impressive. He had a actual recent 2-year hiatus because he popped on a piss test basically for PTD, PED, performance enhancing drugs. And it was a trace amount, and it was crazy, they say. But at the same token, he took his L. He's like, I don't know how that happened, and he just kept it kicking. And he made it back in rare form. He looked great as far as his martial art, and his form was good. He seemed focused, and he dropped that kick right over the guard, like, how you hold your hand up to your face, or to your chin, but not quite up to your eye or your cheeks. Mm-hmm. He had it down to his chin, and the kick went right over his punch and caught him on the jaw, bro. It was so funny. I love that. I love being the how precise the kick was to be able to catch Buddy over his guard. He was trying to block.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got him.
Breaking news.
Well, go right ahead.
The Oklahoma City Thunder game versus the Jazz tonight has just been canceled.
Oh, no.
Yo.
Rudy Gobert has been diagnosed with the coronavirus. He's been real sick.
What? That's basketball.
The guy who plays for the Jazz has coronavirus. He said he's been real sick. It started happening today. Think about that.
Oh, no.
But they say it takes a long time to set in.
They say it takes 14 days, so you could be walking around with 14 days,
Oh.
and not even passing it around and not even know.
Yeah.
So they just canceled the
That's
game right
ridiculous.
now. They said everybody,
That's why I stay
you're all
inside.
safe, but you have to get out of here.
That's why I stay inside. I don't go out.
So now that's weird because who did the Jazz just play?
Who did they play? I don't
Who
know.
was he up against? Like now you got to start looking at
Right.
all those
Who did
guys.
he was in contact with people the entire game.
All those 14 days.
Yep.
Oh, hot breath, sweaty, nasty body. Oh.
Sweat, yep, sweating all on him. Bruh.
I'm a little disgusted.
They just announced it. I was like,
Do so in an orderly fashion. Thank you for coming out tonight.
I want to say, why?
it's weird.
That's nuts.
That's cray.
Live. This
Yeah.
is happening right now, ladies
7
and
minutes
gentlemen.
ago.
They are exiting the building in an orderly fashion.
That's pretty crazy.
They might get disorderly. I don't know.
That's crazy.
It is. It's a problem. Wow. Got any more? Anything else? Or you keep searching. We're going to keep
that
going
was it.
with
That
the
just
UFC.
happened right now. I was in the bathroom and I got a notification from SportsCenter.
Don't they just love you?
I'm saying.
Giving them all
They
the
said
attention.
the Thunder's medical staff ran onto the court just for tip off and grabbed one of the refs and said, "Hey, we got to cancel the game." So he was out there warming up too.
Wow. You got to get off the court. Oh, no. He been touching the ball. Who is he passing the ball to?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness.
Crazy, bro.
Oh no, it's lit.
Chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got it. It was on the rim. Everybody started dunking on the same rim. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, yeah.
That's terrible.
Gotta get a good picture.
I don't even want to imagine that. That's nuts.
We here. Live.
We lit. Just chilling.
Hey, needed that.
Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, what are we going to do next, man? All right, let's go back to UFC. Sorry. Distractions. So, the main card occurred with the lightweight bout. Beneil Dariush defeated Drakkar Klose. The co-main event. The co-main event. Before we even get to the main event, the co-main event was Wei Li Zhang as she defeats Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right. Now, Serge, you know I'm a fan of mixed martial arts. You know I'm a fan of mixed martial arts because pretty much I love the savagery. Gets my adrenaline pumping. I can, expel some energy. And life is good. Somebody else is shedding a little blood that gets paid to do it. They get doctor visits after. But this fight was great. I'm talking about Wei Li Zhang, China's prodigal child that made it out without coronavirus. She had to go to like Thailand and Abu Dhabi and someplace else and then came to America. I was like, what? She had to go all over the place. She was even saying that she was like on 5 hours of sleep every night. Before the fight, the 2 days before the fight, she's on 2 hours of sleep. Like, what are you talking about? And you still won? You managed to win and show effort all the way to the 5th round? Now, Joanna Jędrzejczyk is not to be slighted, though. That chick brought fire, dog. I'm so serious. I loved it. I'm talking about these chicks were kicking each other, punching each other. It was great. the thing that set the fight apart, though, was Joanna Jędrzejczyk, right? She got a hematoma on her forehead. Now, Serge, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to YouTube UFC 248 and then just start typing in Joanna, Joanna, and see what happens. See what you see. I want you to see what you see. Because this young woman, her hematoma started off like, from what you could see, be like maybe a $50 size on her forehead right here.
She started looking like Sloth.
And it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It was across her entire forehead, bro.
You guys.
And it was really across her entire forehead, bro. There's slow-mo footage of her getting punched in the same spot repeatedly. And one time Weili Zhang punched her so perfectly. And the punch hit just right in the middle of this hematoma. It wasn't as big at that point, but it was right here, right? And all you see is the ripples on the outside of her hematoma, like under her skin. Jeez. As her hematoma was spreading the liquid and blood all over her forehead. I was like, that's amazing. But horrible at the same time. She really was unrecognizable. She did not look the same. Did you find it?
Yeah. She definitely looks like a...
Can Raheim see it?
Oh, I already got off of it. I thought
oh, man, you're flowing. No worries. You got to look that up, Raheim. It's
I got you. No worries.
Amazing. And the thing is that Joanna almost won.
Oh,
she almost won.
Huh?
She almost won with a face like that. I'm serious. It was crazy, man. It was such a good fight. Like if Weili didn't beat her up in the fifth round a lot more than she did in the fourth, like I think it was like Joanna the first round. No, I gave Weili the first round, didn't I? Then Joanna the second round. That was 1-1. And then I think it was like Joanna for the third. And then the fourth and fifth, that was Weili's time, boy. She came in there and she was bopping that forehead, boy. That thing was funny, bro. I was like, no. Oh, man, it was a good fight. All right, moving on to the main event. We had middleweight bout between Israel Adesanya, whom defeated Yoel Romero by decision in a 5-round title fight. Now, this fight was hilarious from the beginning. The reason I say that, Yoel Romero comes in and immediately stands in the middle of the ring, puts his set up, and stands completely still. And waits for Adesanya to come in. Almost like a dare. Adesanya's like, doing his little motions. You know how the fighters, they do little dance, little this way, little that way. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, he's like jab stepping, you know what I'm saying, doing his feints. He's not moving. So only movement is when Adesanya turns and like goes sideways all the way to his side, mm-hmm. and then he turns to face him. So that was about the only movement. But it was like, what are you doing?
So he stayed in the paint
for 2 minutes, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, bro. All you doing is just standing there. You're not doing anything. Now here's the thing: you, Yoel Romero, are the challenger, bro. No offense to your talent. No offense to your credo. No offense to, you know what I'm saying, all that you believe in and who you are and everything. You are fighting the champ. You can't go into somebody else's land. I heard another example of that. You can't go in somebody else's land. You can't take over something that is somebody else's by just playing. You know what I mean? Like by doing nothing.
You gotta act like you want it.
You got to go get it. And that's what he didn't do. and that's why he didn't win. And this is his 4th title shot. They're not giving him any more for a while. 42 years old, and that was it. He could have at least thrown the effort. But the thing is that if he came at Adesanya was going to knock him out, though. He was going to hit him with
that counter.
He was going to hit him with that counter. It's going to be crazy.
That counter wasn't going to be everything.
Right. But that's also what Romero was looking for, was the counter, too. So it was just like a counter battle. It was ridiculous. And that's why they called it super boring.
Oh, it was boring?
Oh, they said it was boring. I loved it. I loved it. Adesanya just started getting fed up and started just kicking the crap out of that dude's leg, man. He started kicking the crap out of Romero's leg. But Romero, he's kind of freakish. Like, he's weird. He's crazy weird. One kick, like, he was so bruised. One kick hit a nerve and a muscle group, I guess, at the right angle and moment, that his muscle like flexed in like a weird pattern and went back in, like a rat tail. You know what a rat tail is?
Yeah.
That he did that on the thigh when he kicked him. He said, "Kick, bam," and it goes back in. It was nuts. I was like, "This is crazy. This is crazy."
Sounds
but
graphic.
the leg was this. It was bruised and purple, and then at the press conference, Romero's all doing his dance and all this kind of stuff. Like, "Oh, you want to know about my leg? You want to see my leg? Oh, watch this. Oh." He starts dancing salsa and all that kind of stuff, and it was awesome. I think it was great because he's
You got to pay for that fight either way.
right, of course. But it was crazy. But it was they got a lot of backlash about the whole fight. The thing is that Adesanya, he's defending the belt. So if you don't really have to throw out all your arsenal to defeat your enemy,
don't.
Why? Why would you? Now I need to
Keeping my belt.
right. I need to keep that for the next fight. There's another sucker I gotta beat up. There's another guy, another brother I gotta beat up.
Waste my energy.
And that guy is Paulo Acosta. He's the number 1 contender, and he actually was going crazy at UFC 248. He jumped the fence. He jumped a little barrier, and he was trying to, like just come up to the fence, talk that mess, whatever. To Adesanya, boy, it was funny. And he got escorted out. And he started calling Adesanya shameful because of the type of fight that he put on. That's despicable, the type of fight that you put on. Because the people pay money for you to come and show them a show and give them a show. You must come in the ring and you fight. But the thing is that Romero didn't fight, but you ain't yelling at him. Because Romero's the one barking. Yep. He didn't fight. But the thing is, I don't have to fight. I got the belt. What you mean?
You got to fight me.
You got to come to me.
Come on now.
And guess what? That's what's going to happen. And they actually think they have a tentative date in July 11th, for this next fight between Adesanya and Paulo Acosta. Now, Acosta sounds better, right? Which one is it? Acosta or Acosta? Acosta.
Could be both.
Because Acosta sounds like a pasta. So I'm going to say Acosta. Like I'm supposed to. Ooh. So it's Acosta. Is that logic sound? I don't know. Anyway, it works for me. But yeah, so Acosta is going to be a big, brolic, angry Brazilian puncher, man. He's an animal. He is a beast. I've seen him beat people. Like, I'm not blocking your punches because I'm pretty much punching through your punch. And then that's when you start defending yourself and I'm still punching you. Yeah. Pretty much. I want Adesanya to kick him in the stomach a couple times. Bow! Bow! And just see what happens for the rest of the fight. See if he keeps running into that. Boo! Or if he pulls a Anderson Silva and does the steep kick, the straight kick right to your chin. Imagine somebody's toes right there in your nose, and then the balls of his foot hitting you dead in the mouth.
That's ugly.
Oh, it's you're going to sleep probably.
Yeah.
That's the button right there, Bo. If you catch somebody right there on they what button, clip, done,
Sleep.
done. That's oh man, that's the best stuff ever. I love YouTube for the fact that I can watch compilation upon compilation upon compilation of knockouts, and it never gets old. Like never, ever gets old. Like bro, I have a problem. I'm an addict. I'm an addict to knockouts. I'm an addict to seeing people go to sleep and fall as though the plug, like they've been unplugged. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy. I love knockouts, man.
I remember back in the day when we used to live together, all day, reruns of UFC, all day.
All day.
All day.
All day, every day. We're going to DVR that bit.
DVDs on top of DVDs, boy. We was lit.
Bruh. I didn't even want to go fight anybody, bruh, because I had to come back and watch other people fight. It was great. It was the point of it all.
I still remember fights till this day.
Marvelous.
Till this day.
To this day. Wilder. At least he signed the contract, and he said, I'm going to get that trifecta. I'm going to go in there and try and maul him. I'm going to go get mine. But at least they got 3 paydays out of this fight series with the Wilder Fury thing. I think that's okay. That's good for them. You know what I mean? What's good for them is good for them. But still, Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, probably one of the best fights of 2020, if not women's history, if not history period. Because, I'll say women's history is the best so far that I've seen. Because of the skill level without being able to get to the ground. Like, neither could get each other to the ground really like that. It's crazy. It's great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's see. It is. Man, let's play some music, man. Boop, 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 boop. Let me see what you say. No, I don't want that one. I was gonna do something. You know what? No, don't want that either. Let's go. Got Me Singing by Jafar Jackson. Did we play that one already?
Yep. I got it.
Let's do it. We just chilling.
Just chillin'. Just chillin'.
I'm on my way to you. So glad you called the phone. Told my mind about you. My heart is ready to fall. Everything get on, babe. No phone in your bag, so hard. Anything that's you want, babe. Let's fall in love tonight. I will not stop till I hear you say, oh baby, I'm all about you. Want it to last, be it day to day. Oh girl, it's all about you. Got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing. Keep smiling, send kisses all night. Oh no, it's a sign. Head on, babe. No phone when you play so hard. Anything that's you want, babe. Let's fall in love tonight. I will not stop till I hear you say, oh baby, I'm all about you. Want it to last, be it age or day. Oh girl, it's all about you. Got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing. What to do, what to do. I'm feeling you, you're feeling me too. I went out of my way, and you said nothing on the first day. What to do, what to do. I'm feeling you, you're feeling me too. I went out of my way. You said nothing, I will not stop till I hear you say, oh baby, I'm all about you. Want it to last, be it age or day. Oh girl, it's all about you. Got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing, got me singing, got me feeling, got me singing, got me singing, got me
Yes, yes, yes. That was the Paul Jackson. That was awesome. Good energy, good energy. This is Just Chilling with Just Henry here on Flow Higher Radio. Compliments of Spreaker. Thank you so much for tuning in. Chillers, chillettes. It's all love. What we gonna do is we might as well keep the flow going with some little bit of news. Hit me a little bit, hit me a little bit. Yep, repeat. We going on with the news to be continued. Here's why people are panic buying and stockpiling toilet paper to cope with coronavirus fears. Compliments of Chloe Taylor of CNBC. Say panic buying has been rife amid global spread of the new coronavirus, with consumers around the world stockpiling goods like hand sanitizer, canned foods, and toilet paper. The trend has seen stores rotation products, with UK retailers limiting sales of hand hygiene products. They actually are limiting it. Like, you can only have a few of each. Like Clorox bleach and stuff like that, you can only like two gallons.
Wow.
Because they're rationing, because they're trying to make sure more people get it. They're getting their money, but more people got to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. While Australian shoppers have seen restrictions on the amount of toilet paper they can buy, let's see. Yeah, it's just basically talking about the pandemonium of, like, everything else. Like when we get a hurricane, when we get tornadoes, and everybody just runs and gets everything. But in this case, toilet paper and other things that are, sanitary, like needs to be sanitary. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of important.
Kind of.
I didn't want to go further with that one. It's all right. So Amber Heard wanted to let Johnny Depp know that I love him, and admitted by saying I am sorry for her behavior, as they have a legal war with their potential divorce.
Guess she losing.
Oh, big time. Face first. It's terrible. I'm just saying, man.
That shit crazy, man. I never even known that either. I would have never known that if you had told me that.
That's why we're here. That's why we just chilling. Yeah, no, me either. Because that's why I always try to get my head wrapped around the news a lot. I try to buy newspapers. I try to do as much as possible. This week I was a little lax. Had a lot of things going on, but no, I'm here, guys. We're here. I'm prepared. Yeah, I need to know these things, man. It's nuts. It's wild out here. Let's see. Second patient cured of HIV, say doctors. In BBC News by Michelle Roberts. A man from London has become the second person in the world to be cured of HIV, doctors say. Adam Castillejo, Castillejo, is still free of the virus more than 30 months after stopping antiretroviral therapy. He was not cured by the HIV drugs, however, but by the stem cell treatment he received for a cancer he also had, the Lancet HIV journal actually reported. The donors of those stem cells have an uncommon gene that gives them, and now Mr. Castillejo, protection against HIV. In 2011, Timothy Brown, the Berlin patient, became the first person reported as cured of HIV 3.5 years after having similar treatment. Can we catch on to this common trend and hurry up? Let's see. HIV vaccine. Oh, that's other stuff. What is the treatment? Stem cell transplants appear to stop the virus being able to replicate inside the body by replacing the patient's own immune cells with donor ones that resist HIV infection. That's incredibly bright. Adam Castillejo, the now 40-year-old London patient so we got Berlin and London, who has decided to go public with his identity, has no detectable active HIV infection in his blood, semen, or tissues, his doctors say. It's now a year after they first announced that he was clear of the virus, and he still remains free of HIV. Outstanding. Whew, that's deep. That's deep right there. Can't touch that with a 10-inch chair. 10-foot chair.
10-foot chair.
Feet are greater than inches, so you're right. Can you believe Biden is winning over Sanders?
What?
Yeah, it's BS, man. The whole thing is a
It
sham.
can't be.
Already?
It's a sham.
Bruh. How many times?
I don't know. It's just
Yo, that's crazy.
I don't even understand.
I don't even follow politics, and that shit's crazy, bro.
But it should be. I don't know, man. I'm just chilling, man.
That shit wild.
I don't know, man. I'm trying not to be politically. I just don't want to be. I don't see myself as a martyr or a patriarch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just not there yet. Maybe in my old age, I'll conform into that.
I don't know. I don't feel like I should invest my time into something that's not really the truth, to be honest.
That's weird. Neither me.
It's like a rabbit hole. You can get into it, and then it's just
keeps going. Hold up. So Trump fears emergency declaration would contradict coronavirus message. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Trump is reluctant to declare an expansive emergency to combat to declare an expansive emergency to combat the escalating coronavirus outbreak, fearful of stoking panic, with which a dramatic step, according to 3 people familiar with the situation. Instead, the president is expected to sign within days what the White House calls a more limited designation to follow the federal government to cover small business loans, paychecks for hourly workers, and delay tax bills, giving him a way to begin boosting the economy without waiting for Congress to sign off on an economic stimulus package. See how you sneak it in there?
Yeah.
Any emergency declaration would go